Black chick number one. This is the chick that is always mad. I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care where you see her. Her nose is always in the air. She's always rolling her eyes. She's always mugging. Sometimes I just want to stop her and ask her, what did I do to you? I'm sorry. Let me give you a hug. Black chick number two. Now, when she walks in the room, everybody knows it. You want to know why? Because she is so damn loud. She never shuts up. She jumps, she shouts, she hoops, she hollers. She has on a monkey suit. Nobody's laughing with her. They're all laughing at her. Black chick number three. Now, this is my real chick. Now, she keeps it 100. She don't give a damn who feeling she her. She says everything that comes to her mind, and she don't sugarcoat shit. And another thing she doesn't do, she don't fuck with fake hoes. Yet and still, she's in the same position she was last year and the year before that and the year before that. You want to know why? Because there's no growth. She doesn't understand that sometimes you have to embrace other parts of you to get to where you need to be. She doesn't understand that there are only two things in this world that are real, and that's struggle and survival. And honey, you do whatever you have to do to make it. For instance, when you fill out your food application, are you real? When you fill out that tax return, are you real? When you go to that job interview that you've been out of for 6 months, are you real? No. When the police pulls you over, are you real? No. Exactly. Then there's my chick who is all about her man. She falls in love every week, and when she does, she cuts everybody off. Yet and still, she has to call her friend to borrow money. She has to call her sister for a ride. She has to ask her mom to babysit. She has to have her brother and her dad move her furniture, and she needs the system to keep her afloat. Now, I don't know what else I can say after that, so moving on. Black chick number five. Now, let me not forget. Now, this is my bad bitch. Girl, she has that hair in her head and it's stitched all the way down to her back, 27 inches or something like that. She wears Fendi, Prada, Gucci, Louis, yet and still her head is as empty as a brown paper bag with nothing in it. She wouldn't know a big word if you threw it at her. She wouldn't know how to make a Facebook post and spell everything right if you paid her. Yet and still, she has $2,000 on her body and zero in her head. And then there's Miss Prim and Proper. Miss I'm so perfect and I don't do anything wrong. And you shouldn't be doing this. And you shouldn't be wearing that. And you shouldn't go to clubs. And you shouldn't dress like that. And you shouldn't dance like this. And my man, it respects me because I'm a good girl. Yet and still, where's your man? You don't know. You want to know why? You want to know where? He's with that girl that you just said shouldn't be doing all that stuff because that's what she likes. Sexuality is not your enemy, sweetie. It's your friend. Embrace it. God gave us those gifts for a reason. You better turn some heads or you'll be turning over at night by yourself. And then there's my accomplished chick. My chick who graduated at the top of her class, summa cum laude. My chick that grew up in the hood but forgot. My chick that lost the only man she ever loved because he didn't have that corporate job she wanted. Or my chick who has her own house, own car, 2 jobs, no kids, but goes there every night alone because she has alienated everybody in her life. Her friends she grew up with, they're not good enough for her anymore. Her family, she may send them a check, but she never goes to visit. She's at home alone with her cat, which she's probably going to die with about two or three of them. And then there's you. You are all of those chicks because we are all of those chicks. We have all played one of those roles. That chick that's mad, she probably has a reason to be mad. Maybe she gave her heart to the one and only person she thought wouldn't use and abuse it, and they did. Maybe she's mad at other females because she doesn't know how to trust you guys. Maybe she doesn't know if you're the chick that tried to get at her man last night or if you're the chick that was calling her phone. Bear with her. She'll get it together. Now that loud chick, that chick that hoops and hollers, Maybe she does that because no one ever heard her. Maybe her cries went unnoticed. Maybe her screams were ignored as a child. Maybe her parents were out and about and they weren't paying her any attention. Maybe she doesn't know where she fits in this world. Maybe she doesn't know how it feels to be loved. Bear with her. She'll grow from that. She'll learn how to speak softly and eloquently. She'll learn that her words hold merit if she acts like a lady. That real ass chick, she's guarded. She has walls everywhere because she has been hurt so many times. She can't trust anybody. So when anybody comes and shows her a side that she doesn't think that they should be showing her, she deems them as fake. She writes them off. But what she doesn't know is those are the people that could possibly make her life the most beautiful. Those are the people who she should embrace, because kindness is not rare. There are still genuine good people in this world. There are still people that are going to love you for you and not for what you can do for them. Stop being so real and be genuine. Grow, accomplish, do something, and then I will gladly get down on my knees and bow down to your real ass. That chick that falls in love every week, she's just searching for something. She's so happy when she gets that feeling. She doesn't want to let it go. She doesn't know how to focus on anybody else but what she yearns for and what she needs and what she longs for in a man. Possibly because she didn't get that from her dad. Maybe she's going all of her life searching, trying to fill a void that she's never going to fill, because you first have to fill the void in here on your own before anybody else can do it for you. That bad chick, she's just insecure. The more money she spends, the better she feels about herself. The more makeup she piles on her face, the more she covers up. The more hair she stitched down her back is her waterfall. It is her fountain. It is what she needs. It is what she has to be able to cope with the host and the massive insecurities that she's buried deep down inside. That cockiness, that doesn't come from anywhere. That comes from her crying out. Don't see my scars. Don't see my wounds. They're there, but I want to cover them up. The more money I spend, the more I can do that, until she realizes that those scars are going to come out. My mama always told me, you can run, but those problems are going to follow you in that suitcase. That accomplished chick, she grew up poor. And she doesn't want to be poor anymore. She doesn't want to know what it feels like to have to sleep on the floor, to have no heat, to have no water, to have no gas. So she works hard as hell not to ever go back to that. She doesn't know what it feels like she doesn't want to know what it feels like to starve again. She doesn't want to know what it feels like to wear clothes with holes in them. She doesn't want to know what it feels like to not know where your next meal is coming from. She doesn't want to know what it feels like to be yelled at and picked at school for not having the things that other kids have. She doesn't want to know what it feels like to be poor and lost and busted and disgusted. She can't do that anymore. She can't let herself fall. So she works and she works and she works and she alienates everything and everybody until she realizes that money cannot solve her problems. We are all of those women. There's a part of us in every one of them. So as black chicks, as women, as bad bitches, as real ass bitches, we have to stick together. We have to embrace each other and we have to build each other up. We are all struggling. We are all dealing with things. But if we don't come together, we will self-destruct. And those queens that we want to be, they'll be nothing but a thing of the past. So black chick, let's get it together. And let's do it together.